So, we go from the hot winds on the tools to ending July on a new beginning. Let's talk about it. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe and Mojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. First, I'd like to say thanks to your Ori, your spirit guides, and all of those saints of your respective faiths for leading you here to this moment in time. I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. And we are winding down your Mars-ruled, Ogun-venerated Tuesday. And on this Tuesday, we had it in some interesting energy on the daily numerology of a 9, and that's the number sacred to the Iba Oya. So I take that as hot winds blowing on the tools, because air and fire is needed to forge metals into things we can use. How did Ogun remind you of the tools that you already have in your hand to lay the next brick on your road to your highest destiny? Go do an inventory, baby. Take a look at what's already in your hand, not what's on your shopping list, not what's on your wish list. Use what's already in your hand to manifest your wish list. And that is how you put the Ogun in you into action. And what is action? The energy of Mars. The moon tonight is waning in the third house of Gemini. So while you're putting in that outer work, make sure you're firing up them Ogun tools to put in that inner work of transformation. And that's where the Oya energy comes into play. So change some things to bring balance to your dualities. Because, in the age of this mass awakening, we're undoing a lot of beliefs while allowing ourselves to be intuitively guided. And that is a good thing. But it does cause rifts in your sense of duality when you let go of what's traditional, what's religious, where you've been taught to think, what you've been told to feel. All of that's coming up to the surface now so that you can sort it out. I say, treat it like food. Take the lessons, eat the nutrients, defecate what you don't need, turn that defecation over and grow another fruit tree. Ashe. So if you were kicking it on the mothership all day today, then you have been jamming to the smooth groove fathers of song. But when the clock strikes 12 and Ogun passes that time clock to his wife, Oya, then we get into ending July on a beginning note. And that's kind of what Oya does. She brings about endings, whether it be cool breezes, whether it be tornadoes, to bring you a brand new start. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this journey. Yeah. Mhm, 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 mhm. Did you enjoy the work and greenery wisdom of the Paradopotis? Well, I hope you did, because now it's time to take to the skies on my Wednesdaily blog, the Malbec Planetarium. That's www.poeticallymuse.org/Malbec Planetarium. That's POETICALLYMUSED.org/MALBECPLANETARIUM. Bet you won't join me there tomorrow to learn a few secrets of the quasars. Ashe. And we're back. Whew, that soursop tea is good. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and I am bringing you your cosmic weather forecast. So just like when you step outside to find out if it's going to be sunny, partly cloudy skies, raining, storming, I take it a stratosphere up and let you know what's going on in the planetary energies. So, we are at our Wednesday, the eve of my solar return, July 31st, 2024. And we are ending July on a beginning note because the day vibes on a brand new stiff erect one at the week's climax. I'm gonna leave that right where it is. It's the sixth Wednesday of summer solstice and the second of Leo season. And like last night, the moon is waning in the house of Gemini, but it shifted into that Mercury energy that's communicating with the heavens, that Uranus energy that deals with intuition. So as you have that on the overhead with this moon waning in Gemini, get rid of them deep old patterns that attach to your old outdated dualities. And all of us have outdated thinkings that we must release in order to evolve. So go ahead and tackle that, baby, because this is Wednesday. Mercury is wide open, the messenger of the gods. Issue was letting the other forces know that the heavens are listening to your thoughts. They're listening to your words. They're most definitely listening to your actions. So live like you know, baby. Live like you know. That's the whole essence of shifting into the Aquarian age. Ashe, we are still cruising through the first decan of Leo season. So if you're born between July 22nd and August 1st, you are 100% cat people. Meow, one of us. Zodiac House 5, and there is no cut on your Leo dope. Oh, yes, all sun energy. In the comedic way of the stars, the lion energy doubles up in the season of Sekhmet, and we'll be there until August 11. And in the African ways, the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the witch and the judge. So if you want to learn more about how all this energy connects to you and your zodiac system, then see my exclusive orbit for my astrology care packages, educational video courses, and you can call me for personal mentorship at 314-200-0368. Because no matter what your zodiac sign is, you should know about the Leo in you. And what do I love so much about being a Leo? We are ruled by the sun. Every other planet of the solar system orbits around it. We don't retrograde. I love it. Sorry, Leo moment. If you were born on July 31st, then happy solar return. May the ancestors, Olodumare, Orishas, fill your life with so much ire. And what is ire? Many, many blessings. But I'm still those zodiac dry snitch. So if you were born on July 31st, you are cautious, you're careful, you're a good planner, you have a fair amount of executive ability. Because of your keen foresight and good judgment, many seek your advice and profit by it. You are frank and honest in your judgment of others. Take care in the selection of your mate and do not marry in haste. Okay. All right. Okay, other 11 zodiac houses, haterade is not alkaline, so make sure you show all of us Leos some love as we turn up in our zodiac season. And while you at it, learn about the Leo in you. And I'm ready and available to help you learn about that. But if you like to study on your own, just break out that natal chart. And what happens with the natal chart? Study your house 5, study your creative essences, study your placements of Leo and your placements of the sun. And if you need help decoding, then treat yourself to that lovely Oya care package I put in this video's description box, where you can book a live video session or a video read with a 24-hour turnaround. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and when I come back, we are going to talk about these planetary retrogrades. Ashe, beam up. Wednesdays, Mercury, Uranus, purples, Iba Oya, Iba Nanaburu, maroons, exotic voices of the mothers. Welcome to Wednesdays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So let's talk about these planets that done busted the moonwalk on us and the one headed in on the way. So we got 4 on the retrograde dance floor and a 5th one headed in. Pluto is in retrograde from May 2nd in Aquarius until October 12th in Capricorn. This is the zodiac house that Scorpios are going to be most affected by this. But Pluto retrogrades are very beneficial. Yes, they are. Because Pluto's retrograde calls you to focus on the little things. And in the areas of inner work, building business, anything you're building, you definitely want to take the time and space to carve out the details, because it's the details that make it masterful. And so Pluto's retrograde points out a lot of the little things that need tweaking, so the overall structure is a lot more perfect. Ashe? All right. Okay. Now we have Neptune in retrograde that went in. No, Saturn went in second. I keep trying to skip to Neptune. Saturn went in second, busted the moonwalk on us on June 29th in Pisces, coming out on 11/15. And with Saturn retrograding in Pisces, that's a planet of karmic justice, karma, power, balance, Eshu energy or Balu energy. That deals with discipline. That deals with a lot of delusions being shattered as Pisces rules dream states, illusions, things like that. So, for those of you that are already grounded, stay down to earth. But those that have been living in Delulu land are about to get snatched back to reality. Make sure you check those inner crossroads. And what I mean by the inner crossroads, what are your priorities from a spiritual standpoint? And how do you ground them into your everyday life values? I would suggest you ask yourself questions along that line as you go deeper into your levels of spiritual growth. Because, in all honesty, the heavens are no longer asking us to evolve. I'm going to leave that where it is. The third planet to go into retrograde is Neptune. And Neptune went in on July 2nd and will come out on December 7th. That 72127 energy So that's like, but even the dates of that retrograde are a pattern. And this is a strong retrograde because Neptune is retrograding in her own house, Pisces. So if you are in the sign of Pisces, then allow yourself to invoke the patience of Obatala, because this will be intense for you more so than the other 11 houses, because not only is it your ruling planet on the moonwalk dance floor, it's retrograding in your house. So this is going to call for deep spiritual introspection. For everyone, your dreams will get a lot more intense, your intuition will get stronger, you will be more discerning. And these are the benefits that come from these retrogrades. Because, see, oftentimes when we go about retrograde energy, we talk about all the negative things that come with retrogrades. But we also have to learn how to make the most of these planetary energies when they go into retrograde, because they do that in order for you to have a place to reflect, to tweak things before moving back forward in that given energy again. Ashe. So we also have planet Chiron in retrograde, and it went into retrograde in Aries, and this one affects all 11 houses. That makes you deal with the wounded healer, your deepest childhood wounds that you're pretty much spending your entire life healing and finding balance with. Because spiritual growth is a constant process, and these old wounds will keep resurfacing, not because it doesn't mean that you're making progress, it's because you have to keep revisiting it to reassess it and to find another angle to grow from it. And with that planet, that energy retrograding in Aries, the forward drive, be prepared to face your deepest fears head on, whatever they may be. Okay? And you have the other planets in retrograde to help. And I feel a lot of people are going to take some solitude time, as we are 6 days away from the second Mercury retrograde of 2024, and that is Mercury August 5th. That's going to affect Geminis and Virgos more than the other 10 houses. And with Mercury retrograde, we tend to know the drill. As you can hear, this really loud truck is already trying to make communication difficult. So make sure that you are communicating clearly or less. Be prepared for estranged relationships to return. And you have to decide if there's energy you need to let back in, if there's energy you need to make peace with, if there's energy you need to move forward with. Each and every case will have its own answer, but I'm just here to let you know they coming. So there's my planetary retrograde report. And if you need any spiritual mentorship and guidance in these areas, then my phone number is rolling across the screen. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 Beam Up. When I return, we're going to get into your Wednesday Tarot draw for the star seeds. Before sight. Before sight of shells, there were stanzas, stanzas of my soliloquies. Before sight of wisdom, before sight of worship, there was only my written word, Afoshe. Before sight of divination, before sight of Dafa, there were diaries, diaries in dozens. Before sight of revelation, before sight of reason, there were only my rhapsodomancies of rhyme, rearranged to rhythms of my lipstick-kissed alchemy, alchemies of my depths, my valleys, my mountains, my visions, my empathies, my testimonies, my joys, my sorrows, my love. Before sight of awakening, before sight of airwaves, before sight of anointing, there were archives of my allegories. Before sight of clarity, Before sight of conversion and clergy call, there were collections of my ink prints. Before sight, before sight, before sight of prophecy, before sight of priestesshood, there was poetry. Poetries that bear my fruit. There was me. And we are back. So, if you are tapped into this part of tonight's broadcast, then you are tapped into divine algorithm, and this message is for you. My Wednesday tarot reads are for the star seeds, the chosen ones, the eclectic ones, the weirdos, the time travelers, the seers, the prophets. Y'all get my drift. And the Mayan oracle is reflecting a lens, the portal of transcendence. Yes, this is delicious energy to end the month of July and begin the month of August, because August is the most powerful month of the year, because it is the 8, the infinity. This year's Lionsgate is going to be 888. So make sure you do something profound on that day to increase that energy. Star seeds, allow yourself to bask in the bliss of where you are right now, of everything you've been through. Give thanks that you're standing where you're standing right now, because allowing yourself to surrender to the bliss of where you are now, that's going to transcend you to the level that you have always prayed for, manifested. It's here. All you got to do is stay in the energy to align it. And this message does have a forked tongue, because on the other end of things, you need not worry about your karmics or your enemies. Not that we care about revenge anyway, but their portal of transcendence is a different kind, and I'm going to leave it as that. Because sometimes when we don't transcend, we get recycled. But that's nothing you have to worry about. And then the next card you have is Measure, the 4 card. So allow yourself to slow down, because you're probably, with a portal of transcendence, you're definitely feeling a burst of energy. You're feeling a burst. It's like the energy that I'm getting, if you're seeing this, is like it doesn't even matter how old you are. You feel like a child again. And that's good. And when you measure out that energy, you can ration it to where it needs to be. Because I see starburst energy. I see many talents. I see many different ways to put your light into the world. But you got to measure to make sure that you don't cast pearls to swine, or you don't over exude yourself. And on the other side of the deck, let's see what it says. Okay. Oh, we got another lens. Dreamer and dreamed. Okay. So with Dreamer and Dreamed, you manifested a lifetime for this transcendence, and it is happening. But don't hog all the good ashe. Make sure that you are doing your part to help others reach the same portal. The ones that are helping themselves, of course. But the general message here is short, sweet, quick, and to the point. Stay where you at. Protect your boundaries, measure out your energy, keep yourself balanced, and watch your highest dreams manifest. Because if you are a chosen one, star seed, all along that line, your dreams and the divine's dreams were always one and the same. And now the portal is open for the heavens to drop these things into reality. So get your baskets ready, baby. Congratulations in advance. Ashe. If you would like some spiritual mentorship and guidance, then by all means call the number on the screen, or do yourself a blessing, child. And check that Oya care package that I put in this video's description box. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Golly, that was a really good message. Ashe. Happy for y'all. Purples, rich maroons, rich browns, rainbows, iiiYansa's gourd bottle art, iiiYansa's gourd bottle art digital prints, books, Malbec planetarium articles and teachings, handmade healing stone jewelry, astrology charts, astrology readings, astrology-inspired mystic gifts, and so much more. It's all inside the Mothership Mystic Boutique, the Mercury Uranus collection.
May 13th. Blank face, soapstone, my throne, no clones, dripping lyrical honey from my beehive drones or wasp nest. At the behest of my ego, I go, you'll know. Soon enough.
The original rapper, your first hip-hop artist, was the ancient African warrior who told his stories of triumph or defeat over a drum beat. Ever wondered why rappers always say, "Give me a beat"? Well, that beat is the sacred baton of the heart. And what does rap even stand for anyway? Rhythm and poetry. So why not experience it in its raw form? You know, the open style, blaze the mic, spit the bars, poetic gospel. Oh yes. So if you aren't afraid, then join us at 6 p.m. for Rhyme, the Underground Gospel. That's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, that is, for an hour of straight bars from everyday people. And who knows, you may hear a few of Mama's rhymes, only on your mystic musical haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. And we're back. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope you gain some things that are going to align your Wednesday in the most divine ways. If you're listening at 9:27 p.m. Central Standard Time, then stay tuned for my Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine Masculine Fathers of Song. If you are listening to this at the 6 a.m. hour, stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Oya. And if you are enjoying the music, the mystics, and the mojo, then show your support to 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio by either shopping the Mothership Mystic Boutique, purchasing a book, getting some spiritual counseling session, or just simply making a donation. There are lots of ways to keep the mojo going. Either way, remember, the sky's big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your mystic music haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.